In many of the conversations we're having this year, one of the top things people say they struggle with is the challenge of getting their medical device into the NHS. Perhaps that looks familiar, maybe it strikes a chord, maybe it feels like something you might say. We're going to take a quick tour of the key things you need to be aware of to give your medical device the best chance of being sold into the NHS. Afterwards, you might want to be thinking about how you can put what you've learned into action. To have any chance of your innovation being sold into the NHS, you will need a business case that justifies the expenditure and quantifies the benefits to the NHS. You need to be aware that an effective business case is actually owned by an NHS organisation. Your role is to provide the expertise, knowledge, and so on. So, it's important to create something they can pick up and use internally. The business case does three things. 1. It captures knowledge about how the organisation will function both with and without the innovation. 2. It gets funding, resources, and the approval to move forward. 3. Provides consistency to the varied audiences that you will need to get on side. To stand a realistic chance of being read, don't make it a 56-page document. Put your key messages in the first few paragraphs. Things like what you're doing, what needs to get solved, what needs to be done. Get these core messages across early on in your reader's time with the document. Here are some things to keep in mind as you help to create the business case. You won't be present in all the discussions about the business case, so ask yourself, who else do I need to talk to? Who else will need to sign it off? Remember, decision makers have a different agenda. It's not just a clinical decision, and there's lots of information available to find out what it is that keeps them up at night, what things keep being flagged up on their risk registers. There are such things as no-brainers. Collaborate with the NHS teams that are involved. Address the burning issues of your customer. The decision-making process is slower than you'd like it to be. Don't be tempted to do too many pilot studies at friendly NHS trusts. The reality is that people are happy to use products while they're funded, but when the funding stops, it's often a very different picture. So ask the question, will you still want to buy the product when the study's over? So, what questions do the NHS reviewers need answering by this business case? Is there a clear need? Does it fit with the Trust's objectives and plans? Are the benefits clearly stated? Is it clear how the benefits will be realised? Are demand and capacity income forecasts robust? Is it clear why the preferred option has been selected? Is it affordable? Are risks and mitigation plans explicit? Do the main stakeholders support it? Does the team have the capacity and capability to deliver it? To answer these questions, the 5-case model will be used. Strategic. Is the proposal needed? Will it further the aims and objectives? Why change what we do today? Economic. Is it value for money? Has a range of options been considered? Is it the best balance of costs, benefit and risk? Does it save money in one area whilst increasing costs somewhere else? Commercial. Is it viable? Is there a supplier who can meet our needs? Can we secure a value for money deal? Financial. Is it affordable? Are the costs realistic? Is the required funding available and supported? What options are there to fund this? Management. Is it achievable? Are we capable of delivering the project? Do we have robust systems and processes in place? Have we included metrics and know how we'll measure what good looks like? It's all about de-risking the project for the NHS, building pilot studies around KPIs that will support the subsequent business case. As you watch this video, you'll have started to think about how you can go about preparing your business case to give the innovation the best possible chance of adoption by the NHS. You may now want to get some guidance to turn these thoughts into concrete actions. Now that we've come to the end of this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up on our website, or follow us on social media so you're the first to know when new content is published. Thanks for watching. Remember to send us your questions and feedback.